cities, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, their streets choked with abandoned cars. Traffic lights blink for no one. Billboards hang over empty highways. The once bustling world is dead quiet, except for the wind and the faint cry of distant birds. Humanity is gone. Then we fade to the mountains of California. A man, Isherwood Ish Williams, a young geologist, is deep in the wilderness. He's alone, collecting samples of rocks and soil, documenting erosion patterns. It's a peaceful, ordinary day, but this isolation, this quiet, will soon save his life. As he climbs down a rocky slope, a rattlesnake strikes. The fangs sink into his leg. He collapses, gasping as the venom burns through his body. Ish crawls back to his jeep, injects anti-venom from his field kit, but loses consciousness before reaching safety. For days, maybe weeks, he lies in fevered sleep. The film fades to black. Awakening to the end. When Ish finally wakes, everything has changed. The sunlight through the cracked window feels different, colder, distant. His radio emits nothing but static. His phone has no signal. He staggers outside and finds the road empty. The nearby towns, silos open but deserted. The world looks untouched, yet utterly abandoned, as if humanity evaporated overnight. At first, Ish believes he's in some local disaster zone, a chemical leak, maybe an evacuation. He drives into the nearest town, honking, calling out. No answer. Bodies lie in some homes, decomposed, wrapped in old blankets. Others are gone completely. He turns on the TV, dead channels. Every station is static. The internet is offline. Newspapers on a counter bear a single headline. Open quote, mysterious virus sweeps the globe, state of emergency declared. Close quote realizes he's survived something far greater than he can comprehend. A pandemic that erased civilization. Isolation and madness. Weeks pass. Ish wanders through ghost cities. San Francisco's empty skyline, highways strewn with rusting cars. He scavenges food, gas, water. The silence is overwhelming. Dogs run wild in packs. Nature is beginning to reclaim the streets. Vines climb over gas stations, grass pushes through asphalt. At night, Ish sits beside campfires reading old books and talking to himself. He writes in a notebook, trying to stay sane. Open quote, if the world has ended, what happens next? Does the earth mourn us, or does it simply move on? Close quote. He begins to document what remains. Birds returning to cities, deer in shopping malls, the first signs of Earth healing itself. The horror here isn't blood or monsters. It's the realization that humanity was never needed for the planet to thrive. The first encounter after months of solitude, Ish starts to lose hope. He sets out on a cross-country journey, driving through ghost towns, honking at every intersection, searching for signs of life. Every face he imagines turns out to be a shadow, a trick of the light. Then one morning in the suburbs of what used to be Oakland, he sees movement in a grocery store. A woman, armed with a shotgun. Her name is Emma Williams, a former teacher who's been surviving alone since the collapse. The meeting is tense. Fear, disbelief, relief. For both, seeing another living human feels like waking from a nightmare. At first they distrust each other. They circle one another like animals, wary and desperate. But the human need for company overcomes fear. They share food, talk about the past, families lost, radio silence, the world before. Emma tells Ish that the virus spread faster than anyone could contain it. Hospitals overflowed, governments fell apart, and in just a few weeks, more than 99% of humanity vanished. No one knows where it came from, a lab leak, a mutation, a punishment from God. But one thing is certain, Earth has moved on without mankind. The weight of the world. As the two survivors travel together, they explore the ruins of civilization. Libraries filled with decaying books, supermarkets now overgrown with moss. Ish begins to notice that nature is taking back control faster than anyone imagined. Coyotes roam free, eagles nest on skyscrapers, rivers run clear again. Emma says softly, maybe this is what the earth wanted, to breathe again. But Ish can't accept it. He's a man of science, of logic. He insists they must rebuild, preserve human knowledge before it's lost forever. He starts collecting books, tools, blueprints, maps, everything he can find. He dreams of rebuilding society. Still, the loneliness gnaws at them. They scavenge radios and batteries, trying to contact anyone at all. Nothing but static. The horror of silence becomes its own monster. Signs of life. One night, while camped near a deserted college campus, they hear something, faint but real. a voice over a broken radio frequency. It's distorted, barely audible, but it says, open quote, "Survivors, North Point safe," close quote. Then the signal dies. It's the first real sign that others may exist. The hope sparks something new in Ish. He tells Emma they must find whoever sent the transmission. They pack supplies, weapons and maps and head north toward the unknown. But as they leave the camp, the camera pans back, revealing the dark outline of a man